I know. I wasn't here in the month of June. I know. And upload every Monday, right? I had it on and popping in the month of May. It was great. June kind of slapped a chick in the face. And you know what? I had to take care of some business. But we're back. So, forgive me. But I'm going to have some good stuff for you, all right? So, just sit back, relax, grab your favorite drink, grab your favorite snack, and chill out with me for a second. What's up, folks? Thank you for joining me on my channel. My name is LaShawn. I'm a discipline and mindset coach helping female student athletes navigate athletics, academics, life after sports so that they can be productive while they are there and then take action on the goals that matter to them. Guys, I know it's been a minute. I was supposed to have uploads for you, but you know, life happened. Uploads were supposed to come every Monday, I know, but life happened, and I am giving myself grace for that and moving right along. So today I want to just share a couple of things. I wanted to note that this time last year, I was just moving to the great state of Georgia, and I am super excited to say that it's been a year, a heck of a year. Most interesting to say the least, but a lot has happened. Between this last year of moving to a brand new state after 21 years of living in a state that I wasn't even born and raised in, it was time for that big reset. But this last year has really given me the prompt to make today, this moment, this time, and going forward, the reset that I needed. And after reflecting on this last year, I really took a little bit of time in June, or really the whole month of June, and reflected on the last 5-6 years, because for me, I know that I've been in a huge place of transition, right? I've had huge transitions happen. And so I just want to share some things that I've learned in my first year of living in Atlanta, that not that I'm learning them for the first time, but I am learning to embrace these things that I have learned. I've known a lot of these things, but being here made me really embrace and appreciate these tips that I want to share with you. So if you're in a space of transition, if you're in a space of, doubt or fear, or you're questioning certain moves that you want to make, utilize this video to help you make that big step, all right? Or decide what you're going to do. I'm gonna give you 5 things that I have learned in my year of living in Atlanta, as well as the previous 5 to 6 years before I moved here. Number 1, taking a jump is still always the best move. If you are having doubts about whatever it is that you are trying to do, want to do, dreaming about doing, jumping, there's nothing like it. To be honest with you guys, I moved here a year ago without a job. That wasn't my intention, but that's what happened. And I wasn't excited about it, but that's what happened. And I had to get super duper scrappy. I had to get to a place where, when life was like, it's either this or that. It's either your livelihood and being here, or going back all the way back to Virginia, which is my hometown is. It made me make some really strong-headed, strong-minded decisions on making it happen for myself. And I'm so glad that I didn't cave and go back home, because I could have. And I know that there are people who do go back home, start over, they get their reset. But I think for me, what was necessary was staying uncomfortable, staying in the place of uncomfortability, because when you're in that space of uncomfortableness, you will grow deeper roots that will allow you to have a stronger foundation and will allow you to grow. So that's one thing that I learned while being here, or embraced. 5 things. These are going to be 5 things I embraced while being here. I think, again, taking that jump, always a good move. If you're questionable, if you're on the fence, take the jump. It's why I wrote my book, The Jump That Counts, because every time you are on the fence about something, there's going to be a doubt in your head if you don't take action. And if you do take that jump, there's going to be something better on the other side of your obedience to taking action and jumping. Number 2 lesson I have learned and embraced since being in Atlanta. Now, I know I said taking the jump is always a good move, but also when you take the jump, it does not mean it's going to be an easy fall. You're going to get some scrapes along the way. You're going to hit some rocks along the way, but it's okay, right? It's okay because scars heal. Scars heal. Now, in saying that, like I said earlier, I had to get super scrappy with what I was doing and how I was doing it when I was here. I got to a place where my anxiety was really, really high. I got to a place where I was just numb to a lot of things, and life is still happening around me. So when you're in a space of jumping, you got to remember that it's not going to be easy, but that time where it's not easy is always going to build resilience in you. All right. It's going to build that resilience. It's going to give you the oomph that you need to keep going. And you're trying to be disciplined and you're trying to be productive. Motivation is not going to get you to your finish line. Motivation might help you along your journey here and there, but it's that discipline, doing that thing, staying productive when you don't want to, being disciplined to the plan that you set out for yourself, because that is the plan that you know that you created that's going to get you your end result. And while you're on this journey, don't forget to enjoy it. Be grateful for the bumps and the bruises. Be grateful for the times where you had it on easy street. But just know that in taking your jumps, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. Number three thing that I had to embrace. Boy, I had to embrace this. Gosh, trust your gut. Guys, trust your gut. Sis, trust your gut. If there is something or if there is someone who you are questionable about, trust it, okay? If there is an idea brought to you, if there is a proposition that's made, if there is something that is going on in your life where you don't feel especially comfortable, ask questions that you need to ask. But if that intuition is telling you, girl, sis, this ain't what you want, trust it. That's all I'm going to say. I will say in this last year of being here, this has been the year that I, more than any other year, I have listened to my gut. I have trusted my gut. And the 1 or 2 times where I didn't, I wanted to kick myself afterwards. But trusting your gut is always going to steer you in the right direction. That's all I got on that one. Number 4. This is a hard one to learn. It's a hard one to embrace. But learning to let go is okay, because letting go allows you to grow. It's hard to let go of relationships, people that you care about, things that you love. I mean, some people are hoarders and they have all these things. I know I can be that way as well, with clothes, with things, because I put sentimental value on so much stuff. Put sentimental value on, people, that have come in and out of my life. And you have to understand that as much as it hurts, it's helpful, because it allows you to grow. It allows you to open up yourself and open up the space around you to welcome that is for you. I know that a lot of people don't like letting go of, family members that they're just trying to get to understand, or friends that have been a part of their life most of their life, or things that they've had for so very long. But just know, letting go, being true to where something ends, where a season with something or someone ends, allows you to be and operate in your most authentic place. It allows you to be 100% you. And there is nothing like operating in excellence in your whole true self. It's the best feeling in the world. On this journey, you're going to acquire things and people, you're going to lose things and people. And it's okay to acknowledge, it's probably best to acknowledge those feelings, acknowledge the hurt, the pain, the excitement, the joy, the scare, the scarcity that you might even think, the abundance that you create, the spirit of, dang, I just don't know, the unknown. Embracing all of that is going to allow you to tap into operating in your excellence so that you can attain your greatest purpose. You get to the place where you're able to operate in your purpose because you're so clear of things that have been weighing you down or holding you back. And this is number 5. Number 5, I say this all the time. Because I talk about productivity, because I talk about goal setting, because I talk about habit building and being disciplined in those things, routines, baby steps are so important, guys. Baby steps always and forever will be in style, okay? And what do I mean when I say baby steps? I say when baby steps are those things that you might think are mundane tasks, but they're tasks that are leading you towards your ultimate goal. When you are taking baby steps, that ensures that you are remaining disciplined and you're remaining productive. So baby steps, moving here to Atlanta, while that was a big, huge step for me and it was a big, huge jump, the baby steps that have kept me and kept my sanity along the way are the things that I may in any other place or shape or time take for granted. Heck, I moved in the middle of a pandemic. There was nothing going on when I got here, so I had nothing to do but be productive. I also could have been lazy with it, but I chose to push through and be productive and do what I could and not worry about the rest. I think a lot of that is attributed to being in spaces in previous years, going through, my separation and divorce, going through, losing friends, very, very dear friends. I've experienced a lot of loss. I've experienced a lot of transition. I almost lost my twin brother. Thank God that he is still here. I have and I know I'm not the only one in the world going through things, but 2020 taught me a whole lot where a lot of people got super, super creative. I was still in such big transition that I was focused on just making it happen. And moving here forced me to really master figuring it out. And even though I had my own plans in moving here, you make your plans and God laughs at you. And it was just one of those situations. It was one of those opportunities where that was what it had to be. My last year in being here was meant for me to really learn on my own without a ton of support around me, but learn how to figure it out. And even though I'm in a new state, I'm in a new environment, I still have support here. I still have, one of my best friends who lives here. I still have friends who are here that I can reach out to. I have a loving partner that, wasn't looking for him, but, we met here and neither one of us is from here. It's just the way things are supposed to happen. And I guess that's the other thing with baby steps. Taking baby steps will allow you to let things marinate because you're focusing on the details. You're focusing on, even if I need to take this one step, I'm taking this one step. Even if I need to do this little thing, it's meant for me to do on this day at this time because it's leading me to my purpose. It's giving you an opportunity to slow down also. When we're trying to do 5 and 10 things a day on our to-do list, when we stop and recalibrate and figure out maybe 2 or 3 things that we can do each day, those 2 or 3 must do's. And if you are following me and you know about my Carpe Diem method, some of those things that I talk about are must do's, should do's, and want to's. Those are the priorities in my coaching method. And looking at those must do's, those 2 to 3 things a day that will get you along in your journey to greatness, in your journey to navigating your life well and being productive, those are the things that matter. So don't discount those baby steps that you make. Don't discount those things you know are important to you. It doesn't matter if they're important to someone else. They're important to you. So make sure that you're taking strict boundaries with yourself and handling your business by handling those must-dos. Staying disciplined will help you to stay productive and stay on task and stay in your habits and routines. And I've talked about this before, when you are habit shifting, right? When life happens and it knocks you off routine, it gives you an easy fall into your plan B for the day, week, or month. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you sticking it out with me. All right, we're in the second half of the year, and this is a place and time that it's time to go. You still have time to do amazing things. You still have time for greatness to happen in your life. So let's make it happen, shall we? If you have productivity tips, if you have some things that you have learned in the last year, let me know what they are. What are some things that were aha moments for you? What are some things that you kind of knew, you already knew, but you really took time to embrace them in this last year? I would love to know. Now, I don't think I'm leaving Atlanta anytime soon. It's got me. I'm here. And I cannot wait to share so much more greatness with you guys going into the rest of this year, the second half of the year, and beyond. Discipline your day. I will see you in the next video. Love and hugs.